welcome to my channel. It is Friday the 7th of February and it's a weigh-in update. So how has my week been? Exercise wise, I have had a cold basically. Last Saturday afternoon I started to feel a bit run down. I did a workout Saturday morning though, and then I worked Saturday morning from 8 to 1, and when I came home I just felt a bit run down, but we managed to go out for the afternoon. And then on Sunday I woke up and I had a stinking cold. But being a parent, you still have to get up and do things, and I did lie in bed for a little bit in the morning. Darren and I took the boys downstairs, but I was absolutely shattered, and yeah, you still can't relax though. So I got up and we sort of did stuff around the house, went out into town, sort of did a few little bits, but nothing nothing major. Didn't go out for a walk or anything like that. And just I had a good weekend though, food optimising on or Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Went slightly over my sins, but not like loads, just a few. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it just went a bit wrong. I picked a lot. I food optimised my meals, but I was picking a lot, and I think it's just where the cold was just, I just felt like I had no energy. So even though I'm not calorie counting, I was kind of mindful about what calories I was eating, just so that, I mean, I was probably well over my sins, but I was just trying to be a bit careful because I didn't want to do too much damage. But I started to feel much better on Wednesday. I started to feel a bit better, and my food wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad. And then I managed to do a workout Wednesday, and then I did a workout Thursday morning. Yesterday I felt absolutely fine, feel back to normal. Yeah, I feel so much better and so much like got more energy. So yesterday was an amazing, food optimising everything. Just ate normal really. I just felt like, yeah, I'm back in the zone. I didn't feel like I was out of the zone. I just felt like I needed the food. What is it? Feed a cold. So that's what I did. I fed the cold. So, but I was still worried about what the scales were going to say. Well, I wouldn't say I was worried, because on non-scale victory, where I've been doing consistent exercise each week. But yeah, I've done 3 workouts since last weigh-in, and that was Saturday, Wednesday and Thursday. And then sort of start a fresh week like from today. But yeah, non-scale victory, I have felt in my clothes. So this consistent exercise is really helping. So my clothes still feel tight, but I don't want to go up a dress size. Like, I'm not going to go up a dress size, but they feel looser than they have been the last sort of month or so. So that's a positive. So I'm definitely noticing whether I'm just because I'm eating better. And that, so yeah, that is a non-scale victory right there. Yeah, so I went to group today and I stepped on the scales and I lost half a pound, which I was really surprised about. I thought I would get away with maintain if I'm lucky, or a small gain, but that's what I was kind of hoping for. But half a pound loss, I am taking that and running. I'm really pleased. So whether that catches up with me next week, but I'm going to have a really good week this week. Yeah, I've got some really yummy food in. I've got some really nice meals planned. So yeah, hopefully I'll come in with another loss next week. So I'm at 11 stone 1.5. I'm hoping next week I can like lose the 1.5, or even lose 2 pounds, so I get back in the 10s, and that will sort of give me the boost that I need. So that's my aim for this week. I'm going to aim for £2 loss, and then that takes my total to 2 stone 8. So yeah, I'm really pleased. Surprised as well, but maybe my body was just needing that food, because I did feel really like under the weather. I just felt like this week I needed comfort food, and I needed snacky food, and yeah. So, but I have had lots of soups and things like that. So, and that's another reason why I haven't really done many eating what I ate days. One, because the food hasn't been that great, but also because I just haven't had the time or energy. When I have got the energy, I'm doing other stuff around the house and for the family. So plus also this week was my first week doing my new shifts on a Monday and Tuesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning I'm working. I'm also working Monday and Wednesday evening, which is absolutely fine, but just I've only got a small block of time to do stuff like get the meals and things like that ready. So it's lots of planning. But the other thing was I got the new Slimming World magazine. I've just had a quick flick through it. There's some really good articles that I'm going to have a look at. Some really lovely yummy meals, like for example, where did I put it? Did I bookmark it? Yeah, bookmark it. Sausage and spinach mac and cheese. That looks right up my street. Also chicken tikka pasta bake. Now, pasta and curry, I have had it before. It wasn't too bad, but yeah, I might try it. I might try this one. So that's that one there. That's, yeah, chicken tikka pasta bake. And both of those are for, oh no, sorry, the sausage and spinach mac and cheese is actually 3 sins. Why is it 3 sins? Oh, for the parmesan. So I guess you could use part of that as a healthy extra if you wanted to, but otherwise 3 sins isn't too bad. Oh, and corn flour as well. But the pasta bake is actually free. Well, that looks really nice. The ratatouille stuffed giant pasta shells. That's vegetarian, so we could all eat that. And that's 6 sins, but you could deduct the 6 sins if you use your healthy extra A. So that looks really, really nice. Well, this one looks really nice. The chocolate and raspberry custard. That's nice. I guess if you've got some friends around or something, just want to do something like a light dessert. And that is actually 4.5 sins. So that's not too bad. And I guess that is for the corn flour and the chocolate. But that looks quite nice. I quite like chocolate desserts. Gin and tonic ices. Ooh. They're 5 cents per serving. I guess it's a gin. There. That looks quite nice. But if I'm totally honest, I probably prefer a gin and tonic in a glass with some ice. Oh, and key lime cheesecakes. That's another one that looked quite good. I did see that earlier. So yeah, they are 5 sins. That's not too bad for like a little dessert if you wanted to make something a bit different. So yeah, but I'll have a proper read of that later on today. Yeah, this week ahead I'm going to try and do some alternating days, but sorry I haven't had a chance this week. As I said, I've not been feeling 100%, but I am back to normal. Also, something I need to be more mindful of when, you know, you finish your dinner and think, oh, I've only had like 6 sins a day or 5 sins a day, and I feel like I have something else. Do I actually need that something else? That's something I need to be more aware of. So that's something I'm going to work on this week, just to kind of change that mindset, change those habits, because as I've said before, to me, Slimming World is a lifestyle, and I need to change those habits to stop. Yeah, I need to change those habits to kind of stop these, you know, stop having these extra sins, which I know are calories at the end of the day. This is all about creating a calorie deficit, and they are extra calories, but do I actually need them? I kind of want my body to be in a calorie deficit and fill up on the free foods and things like that. The other thing I was going to mention, something that I watched this week called Eat Well for Less. It's the diets they look at each week. So they don't look at Slimming World or Weight Watchers. I've never seen them come up. Maybe they have done in the past, but they're looking at different ones. You know, like you get these books, and like you can have like one of them is like this paleo one and things like that. There's just all different diets and things like that you can follow like in a book, or there's some online ones which I missed those ones. But something they were talking about this week. I managed to catch this programme. I think it's on Channel 4, if I remember, or Channel 5. And it was looking at the amount of fibre. And people, you know, what you should be aiming for to be able to have a healthy gut, healthy body, to be able to live longer, basically, is to have at least 30 grams of fibre a day. And with Slimming World, that's what I like, is that it encourages you to have pasta and potatoes, because they're really good sources of fibre, as are fruit and vegetables. And try and aim for the whole grain pastas, hence the healthy extra Bs tend to be more whole grain, or wholemeal I should say, rather than tend to be more wholemeal rather than like the white breads and things like that. Even though calorie wise they're the same, but the fibre content can be lower. So it's encouraging to eat that, and that's kind of what, watching this programme, it just made sense with Slimming World for me, why we have these healthy extras, and it's to encourage you, because in this day and age, it was saying like literally the average person is probably having like, I think it's about 16 grams, which is like nearly half the amount recommended. And it is probably because people are like calorie counting more, so they're not aware of what they're eating. They're just going more like for what the calories amount rather than the fibre, or or they're going for the protein if they're doing macros and stuff like that. And other people like who are trying to cut out carbs and things like that. So it's all very well, but you're not going to have a healthy gut to help you live longer. So it's these little things I thought, actually, do you know what, this someone makes total sense to me. There is a reason, and I think that's just something that was really of interest of me, and it really sort of clicked with me that, yeah, like, that's why I enjoy doing Slimming World, because the overall, it's encouraging you to eat a healthy lifestyle. I think this whole, you can eat mounds of pasta, you can't eat mounds of pasta. It is having a third of your plate, it should be speed, and it's eating till you're satisfied and things like that. So if you have a plate, put your third on there, so you have your fibre from your your fruit and from your vegetables on the plate, because there's quite a lot, there's still fibre in vegetables, but also in the fibre from the carbs if you're having potatoes or sweet potatoes or pasta, preferably wholemeal pasta, or whatever you're having, maybe your healthy extra, and then having your protein, which sort of like gives you the filling fat power. So that, yeah, it kind of, Slimming World makes sense in that respect. So yeah, this was a really good programme. So if you can catch it on Catch Up TV, I would definitely go and watch it. Obviously there's loads of different diets, there's a whole series and there's different diets on there, and I haven't really watched the whole lot. I've only watched sort of a few now and again. But yeah, the whole fibre thing made complete sense to me, and it's made me more aware of making sure I'm getting a good source of fibre and not just using my sins on stuff that doesn't really have a great fibre content, like chocolate and things like that. Probably doesn't have any fibre content, but using them on, like, I don't know, like, yeah, maybe my hi-fi bars, like, rather than having them as my healthy extra, having my hi-fi bar if I want a sweet treat, because I quite like them, but they also have the fibre content in there as well, so it's extra fibre. Or using, if I've had my healthy extra B, but I want to have something that's quite filling, having maybe some porridge or something like that, and using my sins that way. So it's just something that kind of, yeah, made sense to me. So yeah, if you can catch it, it's quite worth watching. It's this week's one. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention it. But anyway, I have waffled enough. I will love you and leave you. Do let me know how you've got on this week. And thank you to everyone who leaves messages. I do try and reply, but as I said, I haven't had time, but I will try and reply this week. Some of you. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a fabulous week, and I will speak to you all very soon. Take care. Bye.